one of the things that we absolutely love to cook on all the time when we're actually in our camp setting and set up for at least a couple of days is a brilliant Aussie invention called the Ozpig. And the Ozpig has actually just celebrated their 15th birthday. We have the Series 2 Ozpig that I'll be demonstrating a bit of a setup of how to actually put it together. They come in 3 types of an Ozpig range. You've got the little traveller, we've got the Series 2, which as I said we'll be showing you, and then there's the Big Daddy, which is another big one, probably more for setting up in a more permanent environment in your home, shed, property, what have you, things like that, not really designed to be travelling around. One thing that is a little bit of a downside with our Ozpig Series 2 is that it is quite heavy. So if you're really worried about weight for your GVMs and things like that as you're travelling around, the Traveller is probably more suited for you guys. But what we love about Series 2, you'll see when it's all put together, is that there's just a multitude of ways that you're able to actually cook on it, and a lot of space. And generally there's at least 3 of us when we go camping, so I like to have a lot of room to be able to spread out my food, if you like. So we are currently in Melbourne's 6th lockdown, and this is now I think about our 3rd week with no end in sight. Unfortunately, numbers are increasing, so it looks like we might be locked down for a little while longer. I was hoping to be able to do this presentation for you all somewhere in a nice camping environment, but we haven't been able to camp for quite some time, and I don't see us being able to camp for a little while just yet. And it's an absolutely beautiful, warm, sunny winter's afternoon here of 21 degrees. Although it is quite windy, one real bonus with the Ozpig that you'll see as well is that it doesn't matter that it's windy, you can still have it going quite safely, as opposed to a standard fire pit, which is one of the real advantages. So I thought I would show you how to actually put it together, just so you can see, 1, how it's installed, and 2, that there's no trickery or what have you. I can actually do it myself. Haven't done it for a while, as I said, we haven't camped for a while, so just bear with me if I get anything wrong, but I'll give it a go. So basically what comes in your Ozpig, or with your Ozpig I should say, is this bag. Now it's not quite big enough. We've bought a lot of the accessories that you can get with your Ozpig. It's not quite big enough to house all the accessories as well. So we actually have a lot of our accessories in one of our navigator bags too. A lot of people buy more of sort of a bigger bag that they can actually fit everything in. We're looking at potentially maybe putting the pig into some sort of milk crate just for ease. It might be a little bit easier to take it to and from, but in the interim the bag that it comes with has worked fine. So in here I'll just take out a few bits and pieces. There's a pan that we've got to cook on it. Now, one of my musts that I always do when I'm handling my Ozpig is that I always carry a pair of just garden gloves in the vehicle. When we go camping, often we're picking up kindling, wood, things like that, but also when we're handling the Ozpig, it can get quite mucky because we use it a lot. We've actually just celebrated our 1st year of having our Ozpig just the other day, so it's quite fitting that we're putting this together for you now. And in that year, even though we've had loads and loads of time that we haven't been able to go camping, when we have, we've used it like a massive amount of times. So it does get a bit sooty in its general nature, so just so you're not covered in black, I always just wear a pair of gardening gloves. So you'll see, I might take it out so you can see, that's one of the trays. Another tray. You'll see there's lots of bits and pieces that come with the Ozpig standard, and then there's some attachments that we've bought separately as well. I can't remember off the top of my head what actually comes with the pig and what is a separate attachment, so I do apologise. If you're actually curious, you can have a look on any of the sites that actually sell Ozpig, and it will show you what comes standard and what doesn't come standard. As I said, I think we've got most of the attachments as well, so if you're unsure, just go and have a look in one of the sites where you can buy one of your stockists, and you'll find out that way. So I'll just lift the pig out. So there's the pig base as it comes. That's it. So you can see as well, a lot of people often say to us, have you even used it? It's like really clean. What we actually do quite religiously since we've had the Ozpig is we get a can of just oil spray, and after every couple of uses, so we don't do it every time, that's actually empty, so I'm going to have to get some more, but just like a canola cooking oil and some paper towel, so it doesn't matter if it's warm or if it's cold. I've done it with both scenarios, but after a couple of uses I just give it a really quick spray and a wipe over with a paper towel on the entire outside of the body, and you can see what fantastic condition that it actually has kept it in. It's nice and black. A lot of the Ozpigs will get quite rusty because they are they INJ, I think they are. Steel. So it does by natural course go sort of that rusty red colour. A lot of them do, and it'll still cook and do the job no problems. But if you want to keep it looking nice like this, like I said, just a really quick spray and some paper towel every few days of using it, and it'll keep it looking good like this. We also don't keep it out in the rain at any stage, so obviously if we're out camping and it rains and it gets wet, but giving it a quick wipe and a spray over after those few days keeps it good. If we have got it set up at home, and we have done that last year in lockdown, we had it set up in the backyard for a while and we were using it. We had like just an old cover of one of those fireplace chimney covers, I think, and we just popped it over that just to give it that little bit of extra protection when it wasn't in use. Then I didn't have to set it up every time when I wanted to use it, so that's a good option as well. And you will also see that it comes with, the chimney will come with an elbow section. I'm pretty sure that was an add-on that we purchased, and that is fantastic for being able to keep under your awning or an undercover area, so you can keep the main body of the pig under there, but then the way that the attachment goes out with the chimney, and you'll see when I've set it all up, actually allows you to take the chimney up and out from underneath your area, so you're not getting smoked out, which is another brilliant thing that we love about the pig. So just to show you as well that the pig, when it's all put together, all the legs for the pig and all the attachment pieces for the actual chimney actually live inside the pig, nice and neat and compact. So it might be heavy, but I mean, obviously I can lift it, but it's great because it is nice and compact. So we'll just take all the legs out pieces at the moment. Get them out. I might have to open the door. There we go. There's the chimney. See what I mean by, you know, it's a fire pit. It does get very black and sooty, so hence the gloves. Alright, so once you take all your bits and pieces out, all you're left with inside is your bottom tray in there, just to help keep your fire aerated when things get going. I'll just shut the lid. So first of all, I'll put together the legs. The legs are probably one of the things that I hate putting together the most when it comes to the pig, just because there's a lot of screwing. I don't know why. There's obviously a reason why Ozpig do it in a design like this as opposed to like a click, easy push click system. Perhaps there's more stability, I don't know. This is just one thing personally I don't like doing. I've got to figure out which way's which. You can see also the good thing with the pig, the attachments and parts only go one way. So once you sort of figure it out, you can't go wrong. See what I mean? You just got to figure out which way that it goes. And last one. You think that I get it after the fourth leg. Like I said, it's been a while since I've used the pig, so just bear with me while I get this sorted. Alright, so that's all the legs screwed together. So one thing that I do tend to forget a little bit, again, I'm pretty sure this is a optional extra that you can buy when you get the pig, but double check. This has been a really, really good addition. It's a little ash catcher, I think it's called, and it has to go on when you're putting your legs on. The amount of times that I've attached all the legs and then I've forgotten to put this on, it's impossible. You can't get it on once your legs are attached. So you have to remember, if you have one, to put it on at the same time you're putting your legs on. But you'll see when it's put together, it's just a brilliant idea when you're opening and shutting your door, that sometimes little bits of just fire, kindling, burnt wood stuff comes out of the door, and instead of burning whatever area that you're on, it's a way to catch it. And we've never had any problems with singed ground at all since we've used one of these. So a really, really good attachment in our opinion anyway. So the best way to get the pig on, the legs on, sorry, is I just turn the pig onto its side. Again, you'll see there's only one way that you can get these legs on. You've got attached as what's that called?
Thread.
Thank you. A thread on one end. So basically, again, you've just got to figure out, get it started. That's it. Alright, so that's one leg on. Now this is the part where you have to remember to put this attachment on at this point before you put your second front leg on. So it just simply threads through your front leg and then your other front leg goes in at the same time. To just make sure it's up high enough to get the correct angle so the thread will work. And I'm deliberately showing you how to do this without asking for help from Jason, just so you can see it actually can be done by a woman. There we go. So that's in place, the second leg. So then you just repeat the process for all your legs. And last leg. Alright, so, and you just stand your pig up, nice and sturdy. There's your tray, and you get the idea of how that works as well. So then comes your chimney pieces. Now these are the parts that I may have to ask Jason for some help in, because I am always and forever getting these confused initially when they go together. So I think we go straight.
Just put it straight up.
A straight piece first. Right. And I never wedge, because they can get a bit stiff and hard to get out sometimes. So I just gently place.
Do you want to put the angles on?
for the purpose of just the video, I think it'd be a good idea. Let me see. I'm going to get completely confused here. Jason, are you able to come around and just give me a hand? It's been such a long time since we've done it. You're just going to make it look really easy, aren't you? That piece? Alright. Ah, yes, that's that looks better. Okay, so just you can see already that it's taking shape, and this is the section that I was talking about before that I think is the optional extra. It comes with pieces that just normally go straight up for the chimney, but this is an absolute must in our opinion when we're camping and we've got our awning for our caravan out. This will sit just underneath the awning, and then this allows it to take the smoke up and out. So it's a really fantastic add-on for us anyway. We'll just figure out which piece is which still here. I think there's only one.
Yeah, that's it.
This one? Oh, yeah. And because I'm really short, I like to put the rest together before I put it on. See how tough and sturdy they are? It's a testament. Because it's been a while, we really need to just give the outer edges a little bit of a grind with a metal brush, just to get some of that creosote, I think it's called, the builds up. Is that right?
It's just not in properly.
Yeah, it's not very strong. Now I'm just going to pass them to Jay so I can get you to just put them in properly for me. And once you give it a little bit of a grind around, it doesn't take an awful lot to do it, and you don't have to do it all the time. Just every now and again as it builds up, it makes it really easy to pull apart and then put together again. And as you can see, there's no way I would have been able to put that on if I didn't put it on, attach it while it was down here. And that's it. So that's your chimney all done there. Now the other pieces that it comes with is, not exactly certain. Pretty sure this is one that comes with. So this is your normal like small pan that I use quite a lot to regulate the temperature, and also when you want to cook things on it, just swing it around and pop it on. Also comes with a nice big plate, the Series 2. This is a really good plate. I absolutely love that one because it just, you can put so much more food on there and cook. Now the other thing that we have in our bag of accessories that we use is the tool stand. Now the tool stand I know is a separate purchase, but again one that we use all the time when we set up the pig. So definitely one that I would recommend anyway. Oh gosh, it's been such a long time, I can't remember how it goes together though. It goes there. So obviously these have adjustable arms. Does that look right? That doesn't look right. I'm sure I'll figure it out. So then with your tool stand, it's great. You just throw your little bits and pieces on the sides. Whatever you use. So that is the basic pig setup, and the great thing as well with this particular tool, this is how you can quite easily maneuver when things are hot. You're obviously not going to be touching it, so you can change from the small hot plate to the larger one quite easily if you want to do a cook and swivel. Things will cook on that larger plate just by sitting on the side here. And one time I will do one of my I use a lot my what do you call it? Camp oven, sorry, that I cook on this. And when I've done sort of the main basic cook, it will sit beside on this plate here and cook away slowly. So that's a really good spot for doing that as well. But you can see you're able to swing the large lid around really easily as well. And yeah, pretty much that's the basic pig setup. I will do a series of different cooking videos so you can see how to actually cook with it, and what we do anyway. Some nice ideas for some cooking, and hopefully, even with my bumbling about, it's given you a little bit of help and information that it might help you guys out and make you help you to make a decision as to whether you like the pig or not. Yeah, that's pretty much the Ozpig in a nutshell. You've seen, once I've struggled with the legs and the chimney, it really didn't take that long to put together. So it does get better and quicker and easier the more that you use it. And I hope that my information has helped in some way. Thanks, guys.